Hey everyone, I wanted to do a video, hopefully it's a quick video, about Topvar versus making your own version of Topvar. Um, so Topvar is a really great stack. I have, an example right here. Um, I have my Topvar with a logo and a menu, and just to see what that looks like, logos over here, got the menu over here. When it's on mobile, you have your hamburger, click on it, it drops it down, and there's your menu. Okay, so that's Topvar. Topvar is great, but I prefer to make my menus, especially ones that are going to be used for mobile as well, um, by from scratch. I prefer to have more control and make it look like and do exactly what I want. And Topvar is again great, but it's not as forgiving as I'd like it to be. So I'm gonna close this pin up and make it do not publish. um, I have one that I've already done, and I'll just go ahead and show you what that looks like. So we'll do desktop first. So here's my Topvar. I have my menu with my logo. And if I show the mobile version, I like to use this hamburger as the hamburger icon. I figure why not? You click on it, and here is the menu. So don't mind formatting quite yet. Just bear with me. But this is the Topvar menu. It's almost the same. I mean, the Topvar one, it drops down. I like the light box effect, so I made mine be a light box. So let me show you how I did that. And I have this one down here just for my reference. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this. This is my demo one, and I have my pins to keep things organized. So we'll start with desktop first, actually. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to grab a container. I'm going to set it to auto no wrapper, and I'm going to set the visibility to show for medium and large. Okay, and then there are a lot of ways to do this, this setup, but I'm just going to show you a quick and easy one. So I'm going to use Columns Pro. I'm going to have two columns, and I'm going to just give this padding and gutters, and then I'm going to steal my logo from over here. Oops, I want it in the desktop. So I'm going to go ahead and steal my logo, and I am going to get a drill down stack and put that in here. Okay, so why am I using drill down on the desktop? I prefer to make my life easier and just have one menu to deal with rather than have two separate menus, one for mobile, one for desktop. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to partial this menu and use it for both instances. And so if I make a change in one, it'll reflect, and happen on the other. So I'm going to go ahead and create my menu. I'm just going to paste a bunch of stuff, and I'm going to make this one a sub menu just for fun. Okay, and then since I don't like the way that looks, I like to turn it to detail view so I can know what I'm working with. All right, so for drill down, the responsive behavior, I want it to be medium horizontal and medium drop down for the transform. Okay, and then let's see. So this is what I have right now. Okay, not quite what I want, but we're getting there. So for the column, this column with the logo, I'm going to set this to shrink to content. All right, getting there. And then I think I want for my menu items the vertical alignment to be the bottom, and I think for my drill down I want the menu alignment to be autofill. So there we go. I got my desktop menu ready to go. Okay, so why is that happening? Let's fix that. It's because I didn't turn on overflow visible for my container. There you go. Now we have a desktop menu. Okay, let's mobilize this. So I'm going to take my drill down and I'm going to partial it. I'm just going to name it, let's see, nav menu. Okay, go back. Now for the mobile version, it's a little different, obviously, the setup. So first, since I want this to only be seen on mobile, I'm going to get a visibility stack and I'm going to set it to show for small only. And then I wanted that lightbox, so I'm going to need a button to open the lightbox, and I'm just going to steal from my mobile version that I already made. There we go. Okay, so all this is a button stack with the Font Awesome snippet to make the little hamburger icon, and I'm set it to open on a lightbox, and I'm going to call it, just to keep things, because I already have this on the page, demo menu small as my lightbox ID, and then I'm going to get a lightbox and put that in here, and I'll name this same thing. Let me make sure it's inside of that pin stack. There we go. Okay, and so then what I'm going to do is just take this partial, option drag it up into the lightbox, and so now I have my menu, and I'm going to need a close button. So the way I like to do close buttons though is by putting in a column, giving it padding and gutter, and then getting a close button and putting it in there. Okay, so let's see what we have. Alright, so here's my hamburger icon. Oh no, where's my menu? It's supposed to be there. That is a fun little thing with the drill down menus in a lightbox on mobile. So to get around that, go into the drill down and uncheck auto height. Okay, and go back, preview, and there's the menu. Very cool. Okay, so I don't want the menu to be on the side though, like that, so I'm going to come back over here and my drill down, I'm going to say text alignment, it's going to be center, go back, preview, and there we go. So I have my mobile version of the menu. Now, you can, I mean, obviously you can do all this with Top Bar, and by the way, Top Bar actually has, you know, the logo here, so why don't we go ahead and do that? I'll go ahead and put the logo there. So I'm going to steal my logo from this, and I'm going to put it in here. Now again, there's, you know, a million ways to do this, but I'm going to just do it this way. Let's see. I'm going to put in a one column just for fun, put the SVG inside of it, as well as the, actually I'm going to keep the SVG out. And I'm going to put the column inside of the visibility stack with it. Okay, so I have my visibility stack, and inside there I have my button, and I have a one column with my SVG. And I'm going to put my one column to position relative. I'm going to give it some gutters and padding, and I'm going to create a swatch, a position swatch, and I'm going to call it hamburger button. Man, I cannot type. Okay, here we go. And then on the button, I'm going to put my class, and the position, I'm going to put it to browser, top and left, and I'll maybe give it like 10 pixels on either side. Okay, so now if I preview this, oops. Oh, I doubled up on my SVG. There we go. Okay, so now I have my hamburger at the top. It's going to always be at the top, and I have my logo in the center. So, and it still works. So yeah, and just to kind of give you another reason why I prefer to do it this way over the top bar is you see how the menu is here. If I come back to RapidWeaver, and I'm gonna close that up, just so we can have everything out of the way. So that's do not publish. Okay, so I'm gonna show the actual top bar. Now this is the top bar. Okay, I want my menu to look like, you know, we did, and it does, right? It does to an extent, but this is what happens if you move things around. Like, what if I wanted the logo to be on the right side instead of the left? So it's all the way over there, right? So that's cool. But if I undo that and I make this SVG center, you'll see what I'm talking about. It has this entire side, this whole column that is wasted space, to be honest. You know, and what if I had a couple more menu items that I wanted to add on? Now it pushes it over there. But what if I wanted this, you know, this column to be a certain width all the time? You know, what if I wanted to have it be half and half, and the menu items to wrap around for some reason? I could spend a long time trying to figure that out by looking into the inspector and, you know, forcing it to do something that it wasn't meant to do, or I can just do it myself and have full control. So yeah, I mean, this is great for, you know, I want to just get a menu on the page with the logo, but, you know, then again, how would this is centered in, you know, for the mobile version. Let's look at that. Oops. But it's not centered on the page. So how would I center this logo to have it over here? So, you know, you can use this, and it's great for, you know, specific situations, but if you want full control over your menu, both desktop and mobile, I highly recommend doing it by yourself from scratch. There we go. And that way you can, you know, not only control what the hamburger really looks like, and, you know, how your menu is displayed, and, you know, where your logo sits. You know, if you want your menu to be down at the bottom, at the top, in the middle, you know, you just have so much control. I mean, what if I wanted this logo to be, again, like I said, you know, half of the screen? So I can just go in here, and instead of setting, oops, I'm in mobile. Instead of setting this column to be shrink to content, I do 6 columns. Well, now I got that. You know, and if I wanted to have that logo all the way to the left, I've got it. So anyway, I hope that this helps anybody. Please leave me a comment if you have any questions or have any comments on this. And I hope to see you guys in the Hangouts on Friday. So, bye.